in our community. During the week, they are active at many fair events, greeting fair visitors with great enthusiasm, and are fair ambassadors. They also are ambassadors at other community events in neighboring towns and counties, doing parades and everything they can to promote this event. It's been my pleasure meeting all of the 6 young ladies and working with the 2015 royalty. And I worked 18 years at this, so a lot of the ladies that were sitting up here, I got to know them too, and it was a lot of fun. It's been a great year. These gals have done a wonderful job, the 2015 representing the fair. I thank them and their parents who have helped them to attend the other coronations, participate in parades, and I'd especially like to thank Mary Buzzard, who has helped the girls whenever it's needed for parades and getting cars and trucks. Would those parents please stand, and let's give them an applause. Thank you, thank you. That's Renee and Jay Thompson, and Margaret, and Michael Ludwig. Now, I'd also like to take this time to thank the volunteers that are here tonight that helped me for the coronation. They're Laura McCauley, Kelly Ann Regas, Candy Menzing, Joy Meshke, Rachel Kubal, Noelle Miller, and Teresa Meshke, our photographer. And many thanks to Larry Ginger back here, our sound system. He begs to come here to do this for us because he does a fabulous job. I wouldn't do it without him. Okay, special thank you to the 2 young ladies that are going to help us, and that's Meadow Anderson and Delaney Lukow, and you'll meet them and hear a little bit more about them later when Gordy introduces them and interviews them. We had 3 fantastic judges, Laura McCauley, Sarah Borchert-Heward, Gretchen Holland-Voracek. The last 2 are 2 of our past royalty. They really had a hard job. I sit and watch all this, but I don't make any decisions, and I'm glad I don't have to. The candidates are judged on knowing how the workings of the fair happen and the understanding the heart of the fair. The people coming together to experience a wonderful tradition, the Great Rice County Fair. Tonight you will also have a chance to get to know a little bit about them as they are introduced and interviewed. I'd like to introduce, well now, I mixed up my program here, so we did have Hannah up. So now it's my real pleasure to introduce these gentlemen behind here. Very important, our commissioners, they are a part of the fair. Our Sheriff Troy Dunn, he oversees and watches the fair. Andy Brolin, our City Police Chief, very important, is hosted here in Faribault. Our Fire Chief, he does a lot of things. When storms come in, he's at the command center. And then, of course, our commissioners. And then I really appreciate our Mayor of Faribault, John Jasinski. I don't think there's any other mayors that came, but I appreciate them all being here. And I know Galen doesn't like it, but I do let the host city go first. John Jasinski.
Sorry, Galen. Thank you. On behalf of the City of Faribault, we are privileged to have the Rice County Fair right here in our county seat, Faribault, Minnesota. I want to say thanks to all the Fair Board members. These guys put in a ton of work to put this on for you guys. They do it in a great park that's shared between Rice County, the City of Faribault, and the school district. What a great event that we have here. So it's great and wonderful. We're happy that you're here. We have a lot of local vendors, and you have a lot of local vendors here, so I hope you get out and support them. And then as well as that, with what's going on in today's economy, I want to make sure that a round of applause goes out to our sheriff and our police chief with what goes on and all our law enforcement. These guys do an amazing job. It's a very difficult job. Being the mayor of Faribault for 8 years, I see that day in and day out what these guys go through, and especially in today's times, I wish you'd give them all and their families a round of applause, please. With that, I'll turn it over to someone else. But again, thank you for coming. And again, on behalf of the City of Faribault, we're very pleased to have the Rice County Fair here in Faribault. As the last time I'll be up here as the mayor, I want to say thank you. You guys have been giving me great support, as well as these guys up here. It's been wonderful, and thank you very much.
And I'm guessing you're wondering why I'm not in uniform. So I go to my office to throw my uniform on, and I see Andy Bowen running out, and I didn't know what was going on. And all of a sudden, there's this blue outfit laying in my office, and this is all I had. So please bear with me. I guess he wanted me to look like the commissioners tonight, so thanks, Andy. But as always, we hope you have a great time at the fair. We do what we can with the weather, and obviously we have not a lot of control with that. So when you're out here, take advantage of the shade, drink plenty of water. If you need any help, please stop by the command center or wave a deputy or special deputy over. We'll be happy to help you. And let's have a great week at the fair, and thanks for having us here tonight. I'll let the commissioners talk now. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Well, again, welcome everybody, and I think everyone's going to tell you that. We're glad to see such a nice crowd here tonight. We didn't know exactly what to expect with this heat wave that's coming. Tomorrow, I hope everyone brings lots of water and tries to stay cool. We're missing one commissioner, Jake Gillen. I'm just going to mention that now. I know he'd like to be here, but he had a funeral to go to out of state, so he won't be here tonight. But anyway, enjoy, and thank you very much for coming.
I'm Dave Miller, District 3 County Commissioner. I basically represent the East half of Faribault. I want to thank Kathy Kapp for all her work for the Fair Board and the pageant. She does so much work, and thank you so much.
John, all I can say is, wow, it's always the mayor and never the commissioners, huh? Thanks, everybody, for coming out tonight. John, we appreciate you. And the city of Faribault, too. We appreciate the board members, the fair board members, and the volunteers that put on this great fair that we have here in Rice County. And a lot of history behind it, and a lot of history behind the fair. So appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you.
I'm Jeff Dockin, Rice County Commissioner, District 5, which basically is everything in the rural area on the west side of the freeway. And like everybody else, I'd like to welcome everybody. And Troy, I was just going to mention that the commissioners' uniforms are all out getting dry cleaned today, so that's why we're dressed like we are. So I don't know for sure what your excuse is, but that's the deal. But supposed to be warm, so tonight felt plenty warm to wear shorts, so I guess that's why we're all dressed like we are. But anyway, one of the things I guess that come to mind today is my understanding there's a whole bunch of past queens in there here tonight, and I think that for those that are participating tonight, and if you get a chance to talk to these here past representatives of the Rice County Fair, I think that you're going to find that the most important thing that they came out of here is the confidence building they had in a huge important thing. So we want to thank all those who participated in the past and this year too. So with that, I'll turn it over to Dusty.
Thank you. My name is Dustin Deans. I'm the Faribault Fire Chief. Welcome to the fair. The fair goes back a long time in my past, and I'm honored to be up here speaking with you. Again, like Troy said, it's going to be a hot week. So take care of yourselves, take care of your families and friends. Hope to see you at the fair as a member of the fire department, but only because we're down here eating healthy fair food and not down here taking care of you.
And good evening, everybody. I'm Andy Bowen. I'm your police chief. I've been here just about 4 years now, and I'm honored and privileged to be here tonight and stand with these folks on the stage. Just to echo what the mayor had said, in these times, I just want to thank the Faribault community. They have been outstanding. When we watch the national media, there's a lot of divisiveness going on, but I'm telling you, in the last couple weeks, and I've been doing this 27 years, and the sheriff, I know, is about the same, the hugs, the emails, the people that have stopped into our lobby to pray for law enforcement, the bagels, the donuts, I know the donuts, I may have had one, just a phenomenal, overwhelming support from our community, and I couldn't ask for a better place. So thank you, Faribault, and have a great Rice County Fair.
We're lucky to have these guys. And by the way, I'm Steve Bauer, Commissioner of 4th District. I got kind of flustered when they handed me that microphone. I didn't tell anybody who I was. Here's Kathy.
You know, we have a battle of the bands tomorrow night, and he had a band, and we really should have forced him to come back and put that band together. Wouldn't that have been nice? You know, I have a really good idea for next year, though. How about a dunk tank for sponsorship for the royalty? And these are the ones that we're going to dunk. Is that a good idea for next year? Thank you guys. And now I'm going to introduce John Dvorak. He is our secretary manager, and I'm glad he has been running around like crazy today. John, thank you for coming over and saying a few words before we get everything started.
Well, thank you, Kathy. And I first want to thank everybody for being here. All you've heard on the radio is all this hot weather we're going to have, and we prove them wrong. You know, we're strong, we're fighters here in Rice County, and we can come out in any kind of weather. So give yourselves a round of applause for being out here. It's always a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have the girls come back that are past queens. I'm not going to say when I graduated high school because I don't want everybody to know how old I am. So, but I do see some gals that were around when I was around. So, how you doing? But I want to thank everybody for being out here. Kathy does a great job running this Queen contest, and we're just so glad that we can get these young gals to come and vie for this honor to represent Rice County Fair. They're actually our ambassadors, and they represent us when they go to all the different communities, to their parades, and they do a good job. And so we're so fortunate that we can have a group of gals that represent Rice County the way you do. So I want to thank you. I thank Canty. I thank my Fair Board members that are out here, and everybody else that has anything to do with putting on the fair. A big thank you to you, and everybody enjoy yourselves tonight.
Thank you, John. He does a lot of work. I'm going to introduce Gordy now. He's our official MC. He started 18 years ago when they did not have an MC, and I thought, I know the man for the job. So we're very thankful. If you listen to his sports every morning, he does a lot on stats, and I thought about putting a lot together about stats, and I thought, that's too boring. You can figure it out. 111 girls and sponsors that have stepped up to the plate, and then all the gift sponsors. It's a lot of people that have been willing to help us finance this project, because you can't do anything without money. So we really appreciate that. So I am going to turn this over to Gordy, and let's give him a hand. Fabulous job.
Wow, fabulous job, and I haven't even started yet. Thanks, Kathy. I appreciate that very much. We're going to have the visiting royalty come up, please. Visiting royalty, come up. We're going to have you step to the microphone here, introduce yourselves, tell us where you're from, and of course you can invite people to your special event. Here comes the visiting royalty. You can give them a round of applause as these lovely ladies in the surrounding area step up to the stage here. It's pretty obvious that Kathy, when she asked me to do this, didn't do this for my looks, right?
Oh, he's a handsome man.
I mean,
Say,
we're in radio.
I just have to cut in. Our 2015 royalty, do you want to come up and stand to welcome all the gals?
So,
Come on up, ladies.
head on up to the mic, please, and tell us where you're from and a little about yourself, maybe. Kathy took the microphone. Oh, she's going over there.
And I am Miss Janesville 2016.
I am Madison Tim, and I am Miss Morristown 2016.
Need to eat that mic, ladies.
I'm Michaela Borth, and I'm the second princess for Miss Morristown. I'm Ann Dorn, and I'm Miss Elysian 2016.
I'm Kenzie, Miss Lonsdale 2016.
I'm Jacqueline, Miss Lonsdale Princess 2016.
I'm Emily Trichka in the Rice County Dairy Princess 2016.
I'm Taylor Jurisic. I am one of the Steele County Dairy Princesses for 2016.
I'm Kaylin Knotts, and I'm also a Steele County Dairy Princess of 2016.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle Edel. I'm also a Steele County Dairy Princess of 2016. Hello, I'm Crystal Medor. I used to be Crystal Shapee. I am from Faribault, and I am your new Miss America Queen 2016.
I'm Maddie Jenrich, and I am this year's Cannon Valley Saddle Club Queen.
I'm Elizabeth Oys, and I'm the senior attendant of the Cannon Valley Saddle Club.
I'm Isabella Lawrence, and I am the junior attendant for the Cannon Valley Saddle Club.
I'm Elizabeth Warner, and I am your Miss Teen Rodeo Minnesota 2016.
Yes. Thanks, ladies. Appreciate it very much. You may now go back to your seats. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it very much. Enjoy the cheese curds and all the other good food. Next, we will have our returning fair royalty. This is a reunion. This is the 40th year of the Fair Queen contest. As Kathy mentioned earlier, the legendary Dean Curtis of KDHL radio fame came up with the idea for the Fair Queen contest. He thought this would be a great ambassadorship for the fair. And I would say, and Kathy I know agrees, that it's worked to perfection, right? I see these ladies in parades that I announce all over the area. We're going to start with 1976 to 86. 76 to 86.
I'm going to switch sides. I'm going to have you come up here on this side, please. And my 2015 royalty, come back up to welcome them on stage.
Our very first Fair Queen is Miss Cindy Griebel. Did I say that right, Cindy? Yes. Thank you. Cindy, we are of the same vintage.
Oh boy.
I was a senior in high school, 1976-77. I graduated in 77. So in the 76-77 year, I went to high school. And I got on the internet and looked at some prices from 1976. Listen to this, folks.
Yes.
1976. Guess what gas was, Cindy?
Affordable.
That's a good answer. Just need you to get right next to that mic, if you would, please. Gas, a gallon of gas was 59 cents.
Very affordable.
In 1976. You remember your first car, Cindy?
Yes, I do.
What was it?
It was Oldsmobile Supreme.
And if you could take us down memory lane, the very first queen, you're the very first queen, that's pretty historic. What was that moment like?
Okay, we're all standing in front of the grandstand on the stage. Oh. And then all of a sudden, it started pouring out, the lights went out, the electricity went down. They hustled it off the stage, soaking wet, brought us downstairs, no lights. They had cop cars come in and put their headlights on us as all 19 of us stood in front of their drenched. And they started talking on, what was their mic, bullhorn, whatever, and calling us off and then saying, second runner-up, first runner-up, and the queen is, and they announced my name, and I stuck my thumbs in my ears. Thought I misheard. Somebody shoved me for it, almost landed on top of a cop, and that's what I remember about that.
Wow. Still vivid in your memory, obviously.
Oh, yes.
Cindy hasn't changed a whole lot. Look how lovely this lady is from 40 years ago. How about a round of applause, folks?
Thank you.
Love your dress, by the way. Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. Here's some other prices from 1976. A year after Microsoft was formed, Apple was started by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, 1976. Yeah. Nadia Comaneci scored the first ever perfect score in gymnastics, 1976. In music, the first of the punk bands appeared. I remember disco in 1976. And I know, oh, she's got that look on her face. You didn't like disco, huh?
Oh, I like disco.
You did? I hate to admit this. I probably shouldn't admit this, but I took disco lessons.
Ooh.
Seriously. One other friend of mine and I were in this class with 28 women.
Of course.
Right? And our friends, of course, are needling us all the time, saying, what are you taking disco lessons for? Hey, there's 28 women in this class and 2 of us. Come on. So we had a Sadie Hawkins dance. That was interesting. Anyway, the inflation rate was 5.75% in 1976. Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at 1,004 points. The interest rate, get this, 6.25%. 6.25% you could earn on your money in 1976. I remember my first passbook savings account was around 7.75%, I think. Average cost of a new house, $43,400. Average monthly rent, $220. The average income, $16,000 a year, 1976. A Plymouth Arrow, brand new car, cost $3,175. A Polaroid camera, pretty big thing back in 1976 was the Polaroid camera, $28. A men's sports jacket cost you $37.15. This is average. A Zenith 25-inch color television was $599. CB radios were the rage. I had one in my Dodge Charger, a CB radio, right? They were $147. And a microwave oven, which was the size of, I mean, it was massive microwaves back then, $169. Bring back some memories?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yes, I learned a lot my senior year in high school. I learned that if I laugh, the class laughs with me, but I get detention alone. Thanks, ladies. Appreciate it very much. Oh, do you want to, okay, pass it along. Introduce yourselves. Tell us a little bit about the fair, maybe when you were the queen.
I'm Sue Trinka, Sue Bondi, grew up in Nearstrand, and I was the queen in 1978, and Isaacson Service and Sales in Nearstrand was my sponsor.
My name is Tammy Thayer, and I was the queen in 1980. My name was Julie Nordmeyer at the time, and I was from Morristown. My sponsor was Nordmeyer Brothers Chevrolet, and I was first attendant in 1984.
My name is Gloria Dubon-Rivers, and I was the queen in 1984. I don't remember my sponsor. It's 32 years ago, so.
My name is Alyssa Heacock Weber. I was the queen in 1985. My sponsor was Jim Hermel of Wholesale Tires back then.
My name is Renee Pole Thompson, and I was the second attendant in 1986. I grew up in the Shillsville area, and my sponsor was Faribault Federal, which is now First United today.
My name is Mara Bartusek Drill. I was the queen in 1990. My sponsor was Art Matson and Farm Credit. And
well, my name is Jamie Barton Ernst, and I was from Warsaw, and I was a first attendant in 1993, and my sponsor was 4 County Ag.
My name is Triska Piper, and my main name was Farmer. And my I was the queen in 94 to 95, and my sponsor was the Country Kitchen.
Thanks, ladies. Appreciate it very much.
Super. So we'll have the next group come up over here, and we'll run these through in 4 groups. We really appreciate the ladies. I was going to say there's only 3 of you gals. Here they come. We appreciate your patience tonight. It's, 40 years you got to spend a little bit of time. So we'll have them do the same introductions.
My name is Dana Beatty Pemrick, and I was the queen in 1995, and my sponsor was Tom Stanley Photography.
Rachel Tegmeyer Wetzel. I was the second attendant in 1995, and my sponsor was Patty's Cut, Curl, and Tan.
My name is Angie DeWolf Tangy. I was the first attendant in 1995. My sponsor was Barb Larson at the Hair Loft.
My name is Tara Favreau Gruber. I was the first attendant in 1996, and my sponsor was Humphrey Manliff Company.
My name is Jessica Erickson Seawich. I was the queen in 97, and my sponsor was Isaacson Implement.
My name is Vanessa Smits. I was first attendant in 98,
Right up to those mics.
second attendant in 98. My sponsors were the Broster and Kennedy Incorporated.
My name is Gretchen Holland Voracek. I was second attendant in 1999. My sponsor was Marlene Gustafson. And first attendant in 2000, my sponsor was First Avenue Hair Design.
My name is Jenna Phelps. I was the queen in 2003, and my sponsor was Hoffman's Photography.
My name is Christine Siegfried. I was the first attendant in 2003, and my sponsor was Hilliard Floor Care and Supply and Rosa's Flower Cart.
My name is Audra Boltman Shalene, and I was the second attendant for 2003, and my sponsor was Community Resource Bank.
Thank you, ladies. And our next group to come up. It's very interesting I haven't had a chance to talk to all of them here this evening, but it's really fun to see them as they introduce themselves. And I remember the ones I had to go to Facebook and different places to try and find them, and I'm sure they're trying to figure out who this crazy lady is, trying to get their name and address and information. And I really appreciate that they all followed back. Like Gordy said all week, there's only one gal out of 111 that I could not find. So that'll be the goal, to try and find her. Okay, let's get started here.
Hi, my name is Angela Conrad Badcock. I was the queen in 2004. My sponsor was Morgan Ag Service.
Hi, my name is Alessandra Almanza Petra, and I was the second attendant in 2005, and my sponsor was Dairy Queen.
I'm Sarah Boltman. I was the first attendant in 2007, and my sponsor was Northfield Tractor and Equipment.
Hi, my name is Angelica Almanza Donahue. I was the second attendant in 2007, and my sponsor was Maria's Taco Hut and Catering from Northfield.
Hi, my name is Lauren Peterson Cody, and I was the first attendant in 2008, and my sponsor was Community Resource Bank of Northfield.
I'm Sarah Borchert Hewitt. I was the 2009 Rice County Fair Queen and Miss Congeniality, and my sponsor was Skip Schwartz of Faribault Plumbing and Heating.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Peterson. I was the second attendant for 2009, and my sponsor was the Rice County Pork Producers.
Thank you, ladies. And now our last group. I see one young lady up here is expecting a baby, maybe a future queen. And is it a boy? Oh, it's a girl. Okay. I know there was one other young lady that's from South Dakota, and she says, I'm expecting a baby anytime, so I won't be there, but send her best wishes. Okay, we'll start with Sarah.
Hello, my name is Sarah Wielander, and I was your 2010 second attendant, and I was sponsored by Brushworks of Faribault.
Hi, my name is Madison Pitt, and I was the 2012 Rice County Fair Queen, and my sponsor was Teresa Pitt of Solano Moore in Faribault, and my mom.
Hi, my name is Heather Vikla. I was the 2012 second attendant, and I was sponsored by Renee Thompson and Badger Excavating.
Hello, my name is Megan Malika. I was the 2012 first attendant and the 2013 Rice County Fair Queen. My sponsor was Malika Tiling.
Hi, my name is Emily Vikla, and I was the 2013 first attendant, and I was sponsored by Double D Towing of Lonsdale.
Hi, I'm Carrie Conrad. I was the 2014 Queen, and my sponsor is Mulligan's Landscaping.
Hi, I'm Brianka Bustard. I was the 2014 first attendant, and my sponsor is KDHL.
Hi, I'm Kelsey Westhead, and I was the 2014 second attendant, and my sponsor was Paddington Seed and Feed.
Thank you, ladies, and thank the whole group. And we will be back in 5 years, 10 years for sure, and I really appreciate you being here. Now, one of the best parts of this program for Mr. Cosfeld is he gets to interview Delaney and Meadows. So if you would come up, he's going to interview you before you get to do your big jobs up here. You can leave your flags, But just come on up. And everybody asks, well, how do the little girls get to do this? Well, my granddaughters started it a few years ago because after watching the Morristown Coronation, I thought, oh, it's fun to have the little ones. So I found some volunteers to do this, and they do a fabulous job. Here you go, Gordy.
What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Aren't they cute? You're looking very lovely, ladies, today. Very lovely. I'm going to move the mic stand, and I'm going to stand right between you. Actually, I'm going to get down to your level. How's that? And we're going to get to know you both. This is awesome. I love this. So, let's see. How do I say your last name, Delaney?
Luco.
Luco? Luco. Is that how you say it? Luco? Delaney Luco. She is the 6-year-old daughter of Allie Severin and Mitch Luco of Faribault. She likes soccer and art, it says here. She attends Divine Mercy. She has a little sister who is?
2.
And her name is?
Daphne.
Daphne. Now you want to tell the story how Daphne, who's sitting right in the front there, and she's looking at me like, who is that guy? You want to tell us how Daphne got her name? She named her. Her mom told me while she was pregnant, she named her Daphne. Voila, here's Daphne, the little sister of Delaney. How cool is that? Did you get to, you have a little sister? No. Okay. I have a little sister, but I never got to name her. And my parents are probably very thankful for that. Anyway, she likes to run the mile. Really? You have to talk. We're on the radio, we're on Facebook. So do you really like to run the mile? You got to say yes or no, please.
Yes, I do like to run a mile.
And why do you like to run the mile?
I don't know.
I don't know. Just likes to run the mile. Okay. You like to run with your dad and your dog. What's your dog's name?
Klaus.
Did you name the dog too?
No.
Okay. Delaney's favorite thing at the fair is?
Going on all the rides.
Yeah, the rides. You have a favorite ride?
The roller coaster.
The roller coaster. Yeah, I love roller coasters. You like the animals too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a favorite animal?
No.
You don't have a favorite animal? The rabbits, maybe?
Yes.
Okay. What grade are you going to be in?
1st grade.
What school are you going to go to?
DMCS.
All right. You like school? Do you like school? I was never a big fan of school. Seriously. Until I got in my senior high years. I really didn't like elementary school. I couldn't sit still. I had to sit still and I couldn't do that. You're good sitting still?
Yes.
Good. You have a favorite food at the fair?
Yes.
What is it?
The corn dog.
The corn dogs. You put ketchup and mustard on your corn dog?
Only ketchup.
Only ketchup, she says. That's Delaney, ladies and gentlemen. So you think you might be the queen someday?
I don't know.
Would you like to be the queen someday?
Yes.
I think, between you and me, I think you'd make a good queen.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Meadow Anderson is the lovely lady to my left, ladies and gentlemen. 6-year-old daughter of Darcy Bauer and Chris Anderson of Faribault. She likes to collect things. What sort of things do you collect?
Wax.
She tells stories. You got one for us?
Little critters.
Pardon?
Little critters.
Oh, okay. You want to tell the story about little critters? Oh, you don't. She doesn't want to tell us the story. Okay. You go on hikes with mom and dad, right? Where do you hike to?
The nature center.
Ooh, I love the nature center too. It's one of my favorite places on the planet. It's Riverbend Nature Center. I think it's one of the hidden gems of this area. I love that place too. You like clothes? Gee, she's a girl and likes clothes. You like shoes? How many pairs of shoes do you own?
100.
100? She said 100. How many shoes do you have?
Like 2.
2. You got more than 2 pairs of shoes. You silly person, you. Let's see. You like going on bike rides? I like to bike too. Where do you go?
Sometimes around the block.
Sometimes around the block. You ever go around any lakes?
No.
No lakes. Just the block.
Yep.
Okay. Just the block. You have lots of animals, it says here. Can you tell us about all your pets?
I have a turtle, I have a dog, I have a bird, and I have 3 rabbits.
Wow. Did you catch all that? A turtle. I had a pet turtle once. It didn't turn out too good. And you have rabbits? What breed are your rabbits?
I don't know.
They're just furry rabbits, right? We'll call them the furry breed. How's that?
Good.
Okay, the furry rabbits. You have hamsters. Your hamsters go up on those little wheels in the cage kind of thing? Is that the favorite thing you like to watch hamsters do?
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of bird do you have? Is it a blackbird, a robin, a sparrow? Is it a bluebird, a cardinal? Is it a meadowlark?
It's a parakeet.
A parakeet? Does it talk?
No. But she peeps a lot.
She poops a lot. Huh?
She peeps.
Oh, peeps a lot. Did you think she said the other word? Thank you. I'm not the only one that thought that. You're so cute. They're such dolls. So would you like to be queen someday?
Yes.
Why?
Because
You saw these ladies come up here in these formal dresses and come up on stage. Everybody's looking at you. Do you want to do that?
yes.
Cool. How about a round of applause for these ladies, huh? You do your own nails?
No.
You didn't do your own nails. You do your own nails?
Yes.
Wow, she did her own nails. All right, if I can get up, we'll resume with the function. Thanks, ladies, for coming up. Appreciate it very much. Thanks for coming. You're so cute. So cute. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce the candidates. So we will do that for the 2016 Fair Queen. I keep thinking maybe we should have some theme music for the queens. Miranda Potsky. 19. She's the daughter of Kurt Potsky of Faribault, a 2015 graduate of Faribault High School, now attends North Dakota State. She studies music education as a theater minor. She works at Godfather's Pizza, the Spicy Pie in Fargo. Her activities in school were choir, theater, student council, jazz choir, and step. In college, she's in the women's choir, improv team, theater program. Her interests include singing, art, photography, theatrical makeup, and ultimate frisbee, it says here. Miranda looks forward to the fair and, of course, everything it has to offer. She likes to believe even when it rains, you can find fun at the fair. Miranda's sponsor is Godfather's Pizza. Her sponsor escort was Brad Price. And Kathy is we're going to introduce them and then do the question, right? All getting first. So round of applause for Miranda Potsky, folks. She's going to tell us why she wants to be queen.
When you have the opportunity to do something amazing, you have to take it. Rice County Fair is one... This isn't my speech. Okay, so... Thank you. Sorry, that wasn't my speech. What should I say?
Come on, sweetie, why do you want to be up here and be queen and be down here all week in the heat? What made you want to do this?
Well, I've always been one person who wants to get out there and do something, even if it's crazy. I've always been a go-getter, going for the things that I care about, the things I want to do. The fair has been really kind to me. It's something that everyone gets excited about. It's something that brings people together. It's a community. When you go to the fair, you see everyone, and you can notice most people that you actually do know. I just think that this would be an amazing opportunity, and any one of us would be an amazing queen. We're all of us are great candidates. Thank you.
Thanks, Miranda.
Miranda, you can stand at your spot. See, that's what it's all about. Something got mixed up. I take blame for that. But when you got to think on your feet like that. But one thing I do remember that she said, even when it rains, you can have fun at the Rice County Fair, right? Absolutely. Okay, we'll introduce our next one, Gordy.
Courtney Albers is the 17-year-old daughter. Yes, you can applaud. Wow, the Courtney Albers fan club is here. Courtney's the daughter of Lee and Jillian Albers of Faribault. She'll be a senior this fall at Faribault High School as a cashier at Ace Hardware here in Faribault. Her school activities include Student Council, National Honor Society, Link Crew, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Orchestra, volleyball. She's on the trap shooting team. In fact, she told us she placed, 22nd in the state? 25th? Wow, 3 spots. I mean, still, that's pretty good. I was in the top 25 in the state in anything, so that's pretty awesome. She's also involved in 4-H. Interests include hunting, snowmobiling, traveling. During the fair, she likes to work in the malt stand, the 4-H food booth, interacts with the community as they walk through the barns, and of course asks questions about something that she's so passionate about doing. Courtney is sponsored by Flum Disposal of Faribault. Her escort sponsor was Kyle Flum.
Hello, I'm Courtney Albers, and I'm interested in running for Rice County Fair Queen as I think it would be a great opportunity to meet new people and interact with the community. I have grown up watching the Coronation every year, and I knew one day I wanted to be up here too. I would like to do whatever I can to contribute to making the Rice County Fair a great memory for others as it has been for me. With that being said, I would feel it would be an honor to be part of the 2016 Rice County Fair royalty. Thank you.
Emily Reavers. Emily is 18. She's the daughter of Gary and Gloria Dubon Reavers of Faribault. Graduated from Bethlehem Academy this spring. Plans to attend the College of St. Benedict in the fall. By the way, her sponsor is Reliance Bank of Faribault. Her escort is Jessie Marshall. She works at Barista Bluebird Cakery and does summer help at McNeilus Truck and Manufacturing at Dodge Center. Her school activities, National Honor Society, Key Club, Strive, volleyball, cheerleading, Big Brothers Big Sisters. Her interests include drawing, photography, 4-H. She loves being with family and friends, believes that family is the most important thing in her life, and her friends are her family. Her favorite thing about the fair is that her parents met at 4-H events, and her dad cheered her mom on when she ran for fair royalty and became the 1984 queen. Emily wants to promote that you don't have to have a farm to be part of the fair, and everyone should play an important part of the great Rice County Fair. Emily's sponsor is Reliance Bank, as I mentioned, and Emily, have we ever had a mother and a daughter crowned before of royalty? This could be a first if it happens. Oh, okay, Hannah Thompson's. Okay, go ahead.
My parents met each other through the Rice County Fair, so thank God for the fair. The fair and 4-H in general are all about meeting new people, having new experiences, and making relationships. Some of these relationships can last a lifetime if we're lucky, or become a new learning experience for us. Meeting new people and trying new things such as showing a sheep, going to a demo derby with Friend Stick are ways of expanding our horizons and having fun. The Rice County Fair Queen represents and promotes these relationships and experiences, ones that will last a lifetime.
Thanks, Emily. Michelle Horman, Faribault Veterinary Clinic. Her escort, Jessie Sandvold. He does that very well, doesn't he? She's a 2015 graduate of Northfield High School. Michelle's a sales clerk at Ace Hardware in Northfield and a farm attendant at West Central Research and Outreach Center in Morris, Minnesota. Her school activities include volleyball, math team, orchestra. She's been in 4-H for 14 years. Her interests include traveling, raising and showing rabbits, studying biology. During the fair, she enjoys the free acts, the contests, exhibiting the past 13 years. Michelle Horman, ladies and gentlemen.
I would like the opportunity to be a part of the royalty for Rice County Fair. I think it would be a great opportunity for me to represent the county that has given me numerous opportunities to follow all of my dreams. Being a part of the Rice County Fair royalty would allow me to be a leader of tomorrow and a positive role model for future generations. I would like the opportunity to represent Rice County, promote our county, and all that we have to offer as an ambassador of the Rice County Fair. Thank you.
Tara Van Tomey. 19-year-old daughter of Wayne and Rosie Van Tomey of Faribault, graduated in 2015 from Faribault High School. By the way, KDHL Radio is her sponsor, and her escort is Jerry Grosskreutz, who doesn't have to wear a suit. By the way, for those who are listening on the radio, I am wearing a suit. I asked Jerry where his suit was, and he said his wife said he could wear this. Tara works at Hy-Vee Pharmacy. Her school activities were DECA, theater troupe, pep band, choir, and carolers. She was also on the swimming and diving team. In college, she's active with a multicultural center for academic excellence, concert band as well. In her free time, I don't know when she has that, she likes exercising, camping with family, baking and cooking. She also enjoys knitting and painting. At the fair, she likes the rides of the root beer stand and the horse barn. She's entered foods and art pieces and always enjoys getting ribbons. She'd like to see the fair run longer, it says here. Tara Van Tomey.
Throughout my life, the Rice County Fair has always provided exciting exhibits, shows, and delicious food. But every year, for as long as I can remember, watching the Fair Queen Coronation has always been my favorite part. I recall watching Coronation when I was little and imagining myself on the stage. The royalty were always so kind and so fond memories of the Rice County Fair. And
Lexi Wetzel. The 17-year-old daughter of Mike and Lisa Wetzel of Faribault will be a senior this fall at Faribault High School. By the way, her sponsor is Reliance Bank, and she is being escorted by Art Madsen. College interests include, well, they're in the planning stages, I guess. Lexi works at Let's Ride, which is a Western apparel store in Owatonna. Her activities include Big Woods 4-H, Medford FFA, National Honor Society, Link Crew, volleyball, basketball, the FHS Prom Committee, Minnesota Junior Shorthorn Board. Her interests include showing livestock judging, family, friends, baking. Lexi was a senior champion 4-H market lamb showman at the Minnesota State Fair. She's been coming to the fair ever since she was 6 months old, it says here. And when she was old enough, she volunteered to help get the open class building clean and ready for the fair. I got a garage you can work on, Lexi. Lexi has many memories of a fun-filled week every year at the Rice County Fair. Ladies and gentlemen, Lexi Wetzel.
I'm Lexi Wetzel, and I've been coming to the Rice County Fair ever since I can remember. My life has been filled with countless memories involving family and friends at the fair. From helping my grandma clean up the open class building, to friends who could seem to fall asleep anywhere, to getting livestock in the show ring, the Saturday night tug of war, helping in the A&B booth and barnyard, and so many more memories that have brought a lot of laughs and relationships that will last a lifetime. I would consider it a huge honor to have the opportunity to give back to the fair by representing it as Rice County Fair Queen. Thank you.
Now we have a candidate song, right, Kathy?
Now you're going to interview and they're going to draw a question, but I would like to take this moment to extend another thank you to the sponsors of each one of these girls. We really appreciate you.
So we'll start with Miranda Pautsky. You enjoy being creative with theater, drawing, singing. You told us that on KDHL's AM Minnesota program this morning. So what do you like most about each of those activities?
Well, I've been doing it for a really long time. I started drawing probably like 2nd grade. My first solo was in 4th grade, which was so cool. Even a 5th grader complimented me.
What was
I felt
the song?
great. It was actually the song that the little girl sang from Hook.
Okay.
It was adorable. And then theater I've always loved to do. I didn't get to do it much until like 7th grade because I moved around a lot. But my first show was in 7th grade. It was really awesome.
Do you have a favorite part?
A favorite part that I was actually in would have been Marion Cunningham in Happy Days because it was just this really amazing woman that I was playing, and I was even told that I played it well, even though I was an 18-year-old kid.
Who played the Fonz?
R.J. Fronick. Yes, he did amazing.
I'm going to draw a question here, Miranda, and we're going to ask you that question.
What qualities do you think the Rice County Fair Queen should have?
I think the Rice County Fair Queen should be a role model to everyone. I think she should be kind. I think that the Rice County Fair Queen should do what's best at a moment's notice.
Miranda Paulsky, ladies and gentlemen. Courtney Albers, you've traveled to 31 states. You said that on AM Minnesota Today, too. What's the best experience you could share with us about your travels?
Well, I'm in the 4-H exchange, and 4 years ago we went to Virginia, and we traveled on a train there, so that was pretty interesting. And we were actually on the train for about 80 some hours, and we were actually only in Virginia for like 90 some. So it was like half and half.
Wow.
Yeah.
You draw a question for us?
Sure. The heritage of the Rice County Fair is 143 years old, and the Rice County Fair Coronation is 40 years old. What do you think is the best of both? I think the best of both is that as royalty, you get to go out there and promote the fair, and you get to have a good experience in all different areas of the fair, and get to meet a lot of new people and interact with the community.
All right, thank you. Actually, the incorporation of the fair, I saw the ledger book at the Rice County Historical Society Museum. The Fair Association was incorporated the same year that Minnesota became a state in 1858. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Emily Reavers.
Yes.
It's a special year for royalty, of course, returning to the fair. Your mom, Gloria Dubon Reavers, was a queen in 1984.
Yes, she was.
How has this experience given you both an opportunity to share some thoughts about running for this position?
Well, there's definitely a difference in years, and with that comes change. So between the two of us, definitely, like you told us with your gas prices, since there's change, it's good to get some of both worlds. We want to make sure that we're still having things classy and kind of old-fashioned and keep those traditions, which are very important to us at the Rice County Fair, together, along with something new like the hog calling contest. It's good to combine both of the two good.
She's going to draw a question.
How does the Rice County Fair benefit and impact the community? Well, it's definitely a benefit just because of all the experiences. Like I said in my speech, there's lots of new food to try, and there's different opportunities to meet people. I know that I have a lot of friends that I wouldn't have had without 4-H, some of them on the stage. And it's really just, we make so much friendship that you never would have made had you not been at the fair. And with that opportunity, it's really just great to meet new friends and have new things in your life.
Michelle Horman, what's the best or the most exciting experience you've had showing your animals at the fair?
I I guess one of the best experiences was the very first year I ever exhibited a rabbit at the Rice County Fair. I actually got best in show with that rabbit next to somebody who had been showing for 5 or 6 years, and so that was really exciting because it was the very first rabbit I had ever gotten.
Going to draw a question now, Michelle.
If chosen, how would you represent the Rice County Fair all year long? If I was chosen as part of the royalty, I would represent the fair all year long by going to various events throughout the year, including other fairs still this summer and next summer, attending parades all throughout the state and especially local, promoting it, and just going to any event that's happening and promoting what the fair has to offer, because there's so much we have to offer here, and I really enjoy that part of the fair.
Yes, you can applaud. Tara Van Tomey, you've helped with fundraisers for She's the First, a group that supports women's education in developing countries. Why is this so important to you?
Well, I grew up, I had a great education. I went to Divine Mercy, and I just learned so much from everyone. And I think it's really unfair that people in other countries can't have the same opportunities that I can. And so I just want to do whatever I can to help. And what we did with the organization was we sponsored 4 girls in Africa and 1 in Asia, so they could go to secondary school and make a better life for themselves. And I'm just really happy that we were able to give other people the same opportunity I had.
Draw that question, Tara.
What is your favorite food at the fair, and what would be a great new food to offer? My favorite food at the fair is the malts from the malt stand. I also really like the corn. I think a good new food to offer would be, oh gosh, there's so many things here already. Something else deep fried.
Lexi Wetzel. By the way, you're in tune to KQCL-FM, Faribault, Minnesota, Power 96, Southern Minnesota's best classic rock. Lexi, you are involved with many farm-related activities. On your entry form, you tell about never wanting to show market lambs, and you tell us why, and what were the results when you did show them.
All right. About 3 years ago, I told myself I was never going to show a market lamb because I thought they were kind of dumb, which they kind of are. But I got a few years ago, I got a white-faced lamb that kind of just came to me. My sister was actually supposed to show it, but I ended up showing it, and he ended up actually cooperating for me, and he is the one that made me want to keep showing market lambs, and made me realize if I worked hard enough and put enough effort into it that I could do anything. And then last year at the Minnesota State Fair, I was champion senior showman, which was really cool to me. So
awesome. Kathy, I know you have some people you want to thank. Oh, that's right. You want to draw your question?
got it.
Oh, you did. She drew it.
If I had a visitor, why would you bring them to the Rice County Fair? I would bring them to the Rice County Fair because I think it shows so many different kinds of things. You can go see the livestock, you can go on the rides, try so many different types of foods. You can check out the 4-H exhibits, go through the open class building and the commercial building and see so many different types of people and experience you can't experience anywhere else, really.
Thank you. That's what I mean. You get to know a little bit more about these gals. Although I do have signs down here for our sponsors that have been with us a long time, we do have a few new ones. I'd like to take this time to read off the list and thank them. Branson Bank and Trust of Dundas, State Bank, the Carlander family of Faribault, Reliance Bank of Faribault, Community Resource Bank of Northfield, Women of the Moose of Faribault, Faribault Moose Lodge, American Legion of both Morristown and Faribault, Fraternal Order of Eagles of Northfield, First United Bank of Faribault, First National Bank of Northfield, Star Trophy and Awards, InstiPrint, Faribault Animal Center, Hy-Vee Foods of Faribault, Potential Unlimited of Waterville, Design Specialties of Faribault, and I just want you to note that when the girls put the sashes on, Karen Buzzard of Design Specialties puts her heart and soul into the embroidery on that. So after you look at that beautiful face, look down at that sash. Chappie Jewelry, they will give the Queen a $300 diamond pendant. Paul Swenson Photography, Basher Sports Bar and Grill, they hosted our judging. John Jasinski is a new sponsor for us. Sweet 15, Downtown Faribault is one of our sponsors. And of course, I thank Boogie Land Entertainment for being here. And the last one on the list here is David Gross. He is our scholarship donor. And that is a special scholarship that was started a few years ago. The past few years, the Queen's Coronation has had a tradition of having the little girls help us with the crowning of our new queens. Evelyn Pearl Barnfine was one of those wonderful volunteers. She's done a great job for us in the past. She was poised, confident, as Gordy interviewed her, just like the two little girls here. And she had a bad heart, and she passed away a couple years ago, so we are dedicating the scholarship in her name. She was only 6 years old, but she just had a heart of gold. Her mom said you might have a hard time getting her off the stage, and that's the way she was. She was dubbed the Little Princess by the 2002 royalty, and she'll always be just that. We dedicate this year and every year to Evelyn, and the educational scholarship will be in her memory. We must remember always those young and old that have helped over the years to make this a wonderful fair and a wonderful royalty. And I have a special announcement for our, the scholarship is $1,000, a lot more than a lot of other places give for the Queen, and $500 for first and second attendant. And David had asked that the 2015 royalty be bumped up to that, so they're going to get a little extra for their scholarship, and this goes through 2019. Well, I can't find my card right now, but his philosophy is to pass it on. He has the means to be able to do this, and he wants the education of these young ladies to benefit from his situation, that he can give this to pass it on. So I thank David, and I thank all our sponsors to make this possible. Now I think we're going to introduce our 2015 royalty.
That's right. Jane Ludwig, second attendant at the Rice County Fair last year, the 18-year-old daughter of Michael and Margaret Ludwig of Northfield. Jane is a 2016 graduate of Northfield High School. She works at Lawrence's Berry Farm and Grimm's Sweet Corn. Her interests include running, singing, traveling. She'll travel to Colombia, South America as a Rotary Youth Exchange student. She'll attend the University of St. Benedict. Her career choice, undecided. It says here, Jane was sponsored by Freeway Fabricating out of Dundas. Her escort is Larry Conrad. Jane Ludwig, ladies and gentlemen. She's going to tell us about her year.
I will be leaving on August 6th for Colombia. I will be living in Bogota, which is the capital. There are 7 million people, and it is at 8,600 feet. So a lot different than Rice County, Minnesota.
Awesome. Do you get to choose what country you go to?
We get to pick 5 of our favorites, but ultimately the decision is up to the Rotary.
What were your 5?
Colombia, Brazil, South Africa, and Zimbabwe, and Italy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jane.
Thank you.
The first attendant is Hannah Thompson. The 18-year-old daughter of Renee Thompson, Jay Thompson of Morristown. She's a 2016 graduate of Bethlehem Academy, will attend the College for Graphic Design this fall. Anna's interests include singing, acting, horseback riding. She's performed singing the national anthem at the fair for many events as well, including Queen Coronation. Of course, you heard her earlier tonight. She was involved in the school trap shooting team, theater, 4-H, student council, served as senior class president, sponsored by Bob Taylor Construction of Medford. Her escort was Garrett Taylor.
As Gordy said, I will be attending School for Graphic Arts and Design this fall, as well as working on a profession in music.
Thanks. Appreciate it. And the 2015 Rice County Fair Queen, Brianka Bussert of Faribault, 19-year-old daughter of William and Mary Bussert. She's a 2014 graduate of Faribault High School, now majoring in Ag Communications and Marketing, also Animal Science and Ag, Food Business Marketing. Brianka's very active, promoting 4-H, likes to read, play violin. She's a member of the American Dairy Goat Association, which her escort is perfect for that here. Jerry Grosskreutz from KDHL Radio is her escort. I couldn't resist, folks, I'm sorry.
Hello everyone, I'd like to thank Jerry for being an excellent escort and KDHL for being my sponsor. And as Gordy said, I'm looking forward to this year continuing my egg education.
Now we have a few words as we're about to close on our year here. First of all, thank you all for coming out to the Rice County Fair for our 40th annual Fair Queen Coronation. We are honored to have been the fair royalty this past year and cannot wait to see what the future holds for the girls standing behind us. A year ago, we began a wild ride together full of crazy memories, lots of laughter, and lifelong friendship. We hit the ground running by attending county fairs all across southeastern Minnesota and ate more fair food than we ever thought possible. It was really fun to promote our fair in other counties and explore what else they had to offer. Our favorites were the Dakota County Fair, where we got a chance to go back in history, and Freeborn County, where we got to see Frankie Ballard for $10. While all these fairs were fun, nothing compares to our own Rice County Fair. We had so much fun exploring every corner of the fairgrounds from sunup to well after sundown, trying new things and meeting so many new people along the way, and how could we ever forget our nightly dances on the Cannon stage? One of the best perks of being this year's fair royalty, however, was all the free rides and free food. We managed to get our favorite Ferris wheel operator to let us ride for 20 minutes straight, but I personally will never forget the time we got stuck in the scrambler. Turns out 3 grown girls cannot all fit in one seat. We continued our adventure by attending coronations across Rice County. This gave us the incredible opportunity to meet other royalty and get informed about our fair. All in all, we wouldn't trade this past year for anything, but it wouldn't have been possible without the support of many people.
To all those who played a part in making this year an amazing experience, we are extremely grateful, but there are a few names that cannot go unrecognized tonight. Thank you again to our sponsors for making this year possible for us, and to the Fair Board for allowing us to participate in this program and for giving us a chance to represent the Rice County Fair. Thank you to our families for believing in us and supporting us every step of the way, and thank you to David Gross for the generous scholarships. To the Rice County Pork Producers and Godfather's Pizza, thank you for keeping us fed during the long, exhausting fair week. We'd also like to take a moment to recognize Harry Browns, R.C. Bliss, Marlene Pohl, Lenny Bushel, the LeCan family, Nathan Bussert, Edgar Cole, and Larry and Don Conrad for generously donating your time and vehicles for our parades. Without you, we'd have had to walk. Thank you to KDHL for broadcasting tonight's program and our radio interviews earlier today. And the fabulous Gordy Kosfeld, we think you're a wonderful MC. Last but certainly not least, thank you to Kathy Kapp for all your hard work and dedication you put into making this program what it is. Without you, we would never have this amazing experience. You spend so much of your time organizing schedules, preparing for events, and keeping us in line. All of your effort is greatly appreciated and has certainly not gone unnoticed. At this time, we'd like to present you with a gift of flowers, and once our year is officially over, we'll have a photo album full of memories just for you.
So, as you can see, what a year it has been. Now, to our successors, you are in for crazy adventure. Make the most out of this week at the fair. It will be done before you know it. Some advice to get you through the week. Do not lock your keys in a tack box because the sheriff's department does not have a bolt cutter. But then again, that was Hannah, so you might not have to worry about that. Bring earplugs to the tractor pull. Always use the buddy system. Wear sunscreen. Ride every ride as many times as you can. Eat all the food. Take lots of pictures. Be open to trying new things, meeting new people, and remember that you're never fully dressed without a smile. I know I said it already, but this experience goes by so fast, so enjoy it while you can. For the last time in Crown and Gown,
we are your 2015 Rice County Fair royalty.
Yes, they've done a wonderful job. And just a small memento, this is goes on their keys for their car. And when they start their car, I hope they think of me, and they're safe forever and ever. Thank you, girls.
Thank you.
And go ahead. They deserve that applause. The girls behind are going to be a little surprised. Bree reminded me that we have a fair song that every candidate gets to sing. It'll only take us a couple minutes, so the girls are going to go to the end, but we're going to make them sing it with them. Okay? Stand up, girls, and do your song.
From dollars to donuts, the Rice County Fair is the greatest county fair in the state.
That was supposed to be in the opening to relax them. I'm going to have Cindy, our first queen, come back up. And girls, you get to move up a little bit. And we are going to have the crowning. First, we are going to do Miss Congeniality.
Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen? I anticipate there's a little tension in the crowd, so here we go. Miss Congeniality. Can you tell us, Kathy, before I give the name?
Okay, just a second there. We'll get our little gals up here. We have a crown and a sash and some flowers. Come on up, girls. This is your big thing here.
So, Kathy, do the other candidates vote on Miss Congeniality, or how does that work?
Yes, they do. They all vote on it. And it's in the past we've talked about the fact that this is actually one of the most exciting parts of it because they're voted by all their friends. The Rice County Miss Congeniality is Emily Reavers, right here. And would you like Meadow? Would you like to, Meadow? You want to bring the flowers over to give her? Thank you, girls. And now,
The second attendant.
so second attendant, Jane, if you want to get your crown, the girls will bring them up. Bring the crown up first. Second runner up. Oh.
You doing the honors, Kathy, or do I read this?
Go ahead and read it, Gordy.
Here we go. The second attendant is Michelle Harmon.
Okay, and our first attendant?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We need some noise. The first attendant is Tara Van Domi.
It's so nice to have our first queen come back up and help with this. Now, Gordy, are you ready for...
All right, we need a drum roll. Very good, young lady. That was very good. Look at that. She's going to town there with a drum roll. All right, we need some noise, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? Our 2016 Fair Queen is Courtney Albert.
Okay, we're going to have a few words from our second attendant first.
I just want to thank everyone who made this possible, from my family and friends to my sponsor. Thank you, Faribault Vet Clinic. I will make sure I take the opportunity to represent Rice County as much as I can. Thank you.
Congratulations. And now our first attendant, Tara.
I also just want to thank everyone. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thanks to my parents for being great. Thank you to my sponsor, KDHL and Jerry Grosskreutz. And I promise I will do my best this year. And thank you to my sister, Gina.
And before we hear from the Queen, I'd like to hear from Miss Congeniality.
I definitely want to thank all the girls that are up here with me. I had a really fun time in judging and at dinner and just learning more about you. I'm so happy that you guys think I'm nice. I will remind my siblings of that next time they fight with me. So thank you very much.
All these women are winners, ladies and gentlemen. Give them all a round of applause.
All right, now we'll hear from our Queen.
I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to the girls, and thank you to my escort, Kyle Flum. And I will make this year the best I can.
Now we're going to take this opportunity to have some pictures, and then the girls will be down here for pictures. Is David Gross here? Our scholarship, David? There he is, the only other man with a hat on. Thank you, David. You have to have your picture with the winners. We appreciate all your help. So thank you for coming out. Wonderful crowd, and isn't it nice and cool now? Hopefully we'll have some cool evenings the rest of the fair. The girls will do pictures down here, and thanks again for coming. We really, really appreciate it. Anybody up here could be the Queen, and it's going to be a great year. Thank you again. Thank you, Gordy. And thank you to the little girls. Thank you to my helpers, everybody.
And that's a wrap on our broadcast here on Power 96 Radio tonight.